A very good afternoon to you, wherever you're joining us from. It's time for Citizen Briefs on this 23rd day of October 2025. My name is Melita Oletenges. Let's begin with the latest. Now, President William Ruto has called out those engaged in what he says is misinformation and disinformation regarding the Computer Misuse and Cybercrimes Amendment Act 2025, saying the law has been in place since 2018 and is not planning to curtail rights. The president, who spoke in Laikipia County today during the burial ceremony of Weston Kirocho, father of Inspector General of Police Douglas Kanja, said the act, which he signed last Wednesday, will protect Kenyans against religious extremism, terrorism, and pornography.
Amendment ilianza 2024. Amendment ilifanywa na bunge. Mimi niliamuka on Wednesday. Mimi nikiwa na kwa sababu hiyo ndio ilikuwa kazi yangu ya siku hiyo. Na ni kazi ya kikatiba ya kutia mkono sheria, kwa sababu ilikuwa imepita viwango vyote. Nikaletewa na speaker. Bahati mbaya tukapoteza waziri wetu mkuu wa zamani, lakini tayari nilikuwa ofisini kwa hiyo kazi. Hata nilikuwa nimevaa shati, nilikuwa naenda Ukambani kwa mambo ya barabara. So I was on duty just like any other citizen. Hakuna kitu ya kuficha, hakuna kitu ya giza, hakuna kitu inafanywa usiku. We are doing the right thing for Kenya. We want to protect this nation from situations that undermine the well-being of the young people of our nation, the well-being of the people of Kenya, the security of the country, na yale mambo mengine ambayo yatatusaidia. Wale wanaosema waseme ukweli.
The Meteorological Department has issued an advisory on heavy rainfall expected from the 23rd of October today at 4 p.m. to 30th October 2025 at 7 p.m. in 39 counties across the country. The rainfall is currently affecting parts of Lake Victoria Basin, the Rift Valley, and highlands west of Rift. Acting Director Kennedy Thiongo has cautioned Kenyans living in the affected counties to be on the lookout for potential floods, flash floods, and avoid driving or walking through moving water. He also warned Kenyans not to take shelter under trees and avoid grilled windows to avoid lightning strikes. Kenyans living in landslide-prone areas have also been warned to be on high alert. This is likely to mark the onset of the short rain season 2025 over several parts of the country, except for southeastern lowlands and the coastal region. Meanwhile, Mount Kenya East governors led by UDA chairperson Cecily Mbarire have called out their Nyeri counterpart Mutahi Kahiga over his remarks on ODM leader Raila Odinga's death, saying they were reckless and unbecoming of a leader. Governor Mbarire noting that the UDA party would be communicating soon action against the second-term governor from Mount Kenya East. The governors who met in Tharaka Nithi defended the government and its development record in the region, disputing the narrative that it has moved development to other regions.
Culture does not involve making mockery or celebrating other human beings or other human lives' death. It does not matter the relationship we had with those people when they were alive. It is not our culture to celebrate even the worst of our enemies' death, if there is such a thing, because we know that life is given by God and life is taken by God, and therefore we cannot have mockery or have jokes.
Imeshtua kila mtu katika Kenya. Na kwa sababu tuko hapa kama magavana wa Mount Kenya East, tungetaka kusema matamshi ya Governor Kahiga ilikuwa ni yake peke yake. Sisi kama magavana wa Mount Kenya East na watu wetu wa Mount Kenya East hatuamini kamwe aliyoyasema. Tunajua ya kwamba development imekuwa ikikuja hapa pande yetu. Tumeona mabarabara ikijengwa na national government.
Meanwhile, the Archbishop of the African Israel Nineveh Church, John Mweresa, will be sentenced on the 10th of November after he was found guilty of fraudulently acquiring the church's land in Jabrok, Vihiga County at the Hamisi Law Court. Resident Magistrate Nicodemus Moseti ruled that there was enough evidence to convict Mweresa, ordering that he remain in custody until the day of sentencing. The magistrate rejected the defense lawyer's request to release Mweresa on bond. The case has dragged on for about 15 years after the church was closed down. It had made national headlines with at least 5 people killed in land-related clashes between church followers and some leaders.
I have already convicted the accused. I wish to point out that the law applies uniformly, and therefore I decline to grant the accused preferential treatment. Accordingly, I hereby order that the accused is bond, B, and is hereby cancelled. He shall be remanded in custody forthwith. I order for a pre-sentence report, mention for sentencing on 10th day of November.
Let's shift focus to Bondo. Raila Odinga Jr. was on Thursday formally installed as the new head of the Odinga family during a traditional ceremony held at their family home in Bondo. The installation comes 1 week after the death of his father, former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, who was buried on Sunday. According to Siaya Senator and Raila's elder brother, Oburu Oginga, the installation marked the symbolic transfer of family leadership to the late ODM leader's son. Junior was issued with a spear, shield, and adorned with an animal skin cloak.
The Speaker of Nairobi City County Assembly.
This is a very great day for us, the 4th day, and we did that when my father Jaramogi left us, and we don't want to disregard the culture, because even in the Bible, you know there was Isaac and Jacob.
Still in Bondo, Dr. S.K. Macharia, chairman of Royal Media Services, today paid his final respects to the late former Prime Minister Raila Odinga at Kango Kajaramogi and extended his condolences to the Odinga family at their home in Opoda Farm, Bondo. Speaking after visiting Raila Odinga's grave, where he laid a wreath to honor his long-term friend, Dr. S.K. Macharia described the late Odinga as a close friend who devoted his life to fight for democracy and made immeasurable sacrifices for the nation's betterment. In return, Mama Ida Odinga expressed her deep gratitude to Dr. Macharia, calling him a true friend who never hesitated to support the family and stood by Raila Odinga through thick and thin.
He's a great man. He was a great man. Just like his father. Like father, like son. He was a great father. For this country, he has given to this country what we don't know. Maybe the history will tell us. But for now, we don't know anybody else who has given that much of his life to this country.
When do I say I lost my job, or I'll say I was sacked? I was sacked for the second time. The people who reached me first was SK. When that happened, I moved to Ajip House, where Jaramogi's office was, and SK came there, and he thought I was the secretary, but actually acted like one in Jaramogi's office. Since then, he's been with us through very many journeys, and SK, I want to thank you so much.
Thank you.
For being around.
Thank you.
For the Odinga family.
Thank you.
May God bless you and bless you abundantly.
We have gone through a lot of challenges with him, but the only one I think the nation know about is when in Iten, my helicopter was attacked by the thugs with Baba inside. And somehow we managed to go through. Out of the leaders who were with me and Baba that time, it's only Baba who told me that just be courageous, do this and that.
Now, the Uganda High Court has dismissed a habeas corpus application filed by two Ugandan lawyers seeking to compel Ugandan security officers to produce Kenyan activists Bob Njagi and Nicholas Oyo. In its decision, the court said that the Ugandan Police Force and Uganda People's Defense Forces had demonstrated that the two are not in their custody. The ruling was made even as activists in Nairobi planned a protest outside Foreign Affairs offices. The group chained themselves to the Foreign Affairs headquarters entrance and demanded action from the Kenyan government to find Njagi and Oyo. They have demanded the resignation of Foreign Affairs Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi.
And the Uganda authority have said that they have done the searches in all detention camps, in all cells.
Elsewhere, two former DCI officers, Cleophas Wambua Musinga and James Omwami, have today appeared in Kibra law courts over alleged theft. The two officers allegedly abducted Praveen Korir Kipkemoy on July 16th from his workplace in Mbagathi before stealing from him. The suspects allegedly took his phone worth 200,000 shillings, demanded ransom from his contacts, withdrew 80,000 shillings from his M-Pesa, and later dumped him in a ditch along Athi River. The two were arrested yesterday in Kitengela, where police recovered 7 phones, SIM cards, 2 national IDs, car number plates, a pair of handcuffs, and a tear gas canister, explosives as well. Principal Magistrate Daisy Mutai granted investigators 8 days for further investigations.
Reasons, moja ikiwa ya kwamba investigating officer hajaweza kuestablish mahali mnaishi, so saizi hajaweza kujua kama mko na place ambayo ni fixed pa kuishi, na pia kuna ile investigation hajaweza kumaliza. Mumesikia kitutajia hapo, ikiwemo kuna explosive ambayo ilikuwa recovered, number plates na hata masimu. So unaona sasa kama explosive hiyo ni jambo ambalo hata for the public hiyo ni jambo ambayo lazima izingatiwe vizuri, because it's now a matter of public interest kama kweli ni.
The High Court in Kibra has declined to release murder suspect Kennedy Kalombotole from remand. Lady Justice Diana Kavedza instead directed that plea taking be deferred to allow a second psychiatric assessment. The evaluation will be conducted by a psychiatrist doctor visiting the remand hospital, where Kalombotole is currently receiving treatment. The suspect is accused of the brutal murder of 2 patients at Kenyatta National Hospital. The judge also ordered prison authorities to ensure he continues with his diabetic treatment while in custody. The case will be mentioned again on the 13th of November, with the court awaiting his medical report.
To examine and prepare a report. Probably this is going to be an academic exercise, as I can see it, and the court stands to benefit. I also want a report to confirm whether he has been having seizures or epileptic attacks in prison. And if so, what treatment he has been placed onto.
Meanwhile, Kiambu Governor Kimani Wamatangi now says his continued woes in the county are the result of political persecution occasioned by his refusal to let MPs loot county coffers and grab public land. Wamatangi's administration has been criticized for its handling of the health sector, with damning accusations of baby deaths in hospitals within the counties of a lack of doctors. The governor contends these claims are a continuation of a political campaign against against him. He alleges that after the election, leaders demanded favors like permission to grab public land and inflated tenders, and that upon his refusal, they allegedly launched attacks and resorted to propaganda, including enlisting a government agency to label him a criminal.
Nimesikia wamekuanga wanazunguka siku hizi ati wako na gavana wao. Wamulete, lakini niliwaambia wakimleta huyo gavana wanalete ajue gavana anapitianga kwa wananchi. Ama namna gani jameni? Hakuna anapitia kwa dirisha, anapitia kwa hawa. Na kama ukiingia kwa hiyo ofisi hao ndio wenye kibali na ndio wenye funguo. Ama namna gani jameni? So hiyo kusema ati tunaleta tuleta nyinyi leteni, na unajua niwaambie mchana kabisa. Ile kitu wanataka ni kuleta yule mtu atatenda zile vitu wanataka zitendwe. Wamatangi alikataa. Yes, walikuja hapa kuitisha mimi nataka contract, mimi nataka nini, na contract yao wanatakanga akiitisha contract ile mimi najenga shule na shilingi milioni 4 kumaliza shule mzima. Wanataka kulipwa 15 million. Ndio mtu wakilipwa ako na mfuko na ya kukula huko. Nikamwambia hapana, yangu ni hesabu straight namna gani jameni?
All right, that's the latest from our newsroom at this hour. Many thanks for staying with us. My name is Melita Oletenges. Good afternoon.